everybody, welcome back to BoomX Beauty Beat. My channel specializes for those of you who are boomers and Gen Xers, and those of you in menopause land like I am. And I have just found something that I think could really help a lot of people out there, and I thought I would pass it along in case you haven't heard of it or haven't used it before. I have been seeing a naturopath for the past few months, and she has been recommending one thing after another that has been unbelievably beneficial. Her latest strategy for my ills, I went to her originally for three things. I have really high pain levels. I have fibromyalgia and several other conditions, migraines, you name it. I have some of the worst insomnia that I think can be told. I have bipolar disorder, so I go into cycles where I can't sleep at all, and any help I can get is important. And I also have an inability to lose weight anymore. It's just completely stopped. So as part of her investigation, what she's done with me is begin with some blood tests, and we're dealing with some of the results from those, but there's one area that she just knew right away that I was low in, and that is, sorry, I have a cold. I'm getting over a cold. That is progesterone. I'm like, what? I mean, I've heard of estrogen, I've heard of testosterone. I haven't heard very much about progesterone. I didn't know too much about it, so I was asking her questions, and also talked to the compound pharmacy about it. And for God's sakes, it has incredible results, and I really don't hear women talking about this very much. And I thought, geez, it's really important for us to all share any information that we have, because sometimes the medical community, we get prescribed things, and that's great, but what else can we do? What can we do over and above what's generally done or generally known? And this was another one of those. There's two ways that progesterone can come. One of them is you could take it orally in like pill form, or you could take it topically. And that's what I opted for, and that's what she suggested. I'm quite sensitive to medications. Even though this is a all natural, well, this is a compound from vegetables. It's a progesterone, vegan progesterone, from my understanding of it. And that's fantastic. And it simulates our natural progesterone levels, or brings them up to a better level. And I just thought, how can a topical progesterone even work on you? But I guess it does, because what she told me was to put it on my arm. So here's what the progesterone looks like. And what happens is you turn the bottom, and one dosage comes up. There's a little tiny bit on the top here. So basically what you do is you put it into your arm, the top of your arm, and you can rub the two together, and then I kind of alternate the primary arms that I put it on. But the multitude of things that it can help with, including your hot flashes, clear thinking, insomnia, even your skin looking better. I'm just going to pull up a little bit from the internet just to kind of talk about it a little bit more. So progesterone is basically, what is it? It's a hormone that occurs naturally in the body. It can also be made in a laboratory. The term natural progesterone is really a misnomer. Natural progesterones, including prescription products, are made from a chemical called diosgenin, so from wild yam or soy. Okay, so it's natural but not. Over-the-counter ones may not contain progesterone concentrations as labeled. Basically, she decided upon, there's different dosages. So from what she knows about me, she decided upon my dose. I'm not exactly sure how. I wish I would have known this. I had a hysterectomy in 2012 or 13, in that range, because I had such bad PMS and PMDD and cramps and bleeding and all of that, that I had no other choice. It was absolutely ruining my life. So I did have a hysterectomy. I didn't take out the ovaries. I just took out, you know, the bleeding part of things. And but you still go through menopause because my ovaries are intact. It says here, I didn't know this, you guys. It says progesterone is also used to ease withdrawal symptoms when certain drugs, benzodiazepines, are discontinued. Well, I discontinued a benzodiazepine, clonazepam, that they gave me for my bipolar disorder, and the withdrawal symptoms from that have been horrific. So I'm wondering if that is also a reason why she prescribed this, but I can't even believe this. So it's also used for menopause symptoms such as hot flashes. It's also treated for preventing certain allergies, which hormones play a role in, for treating bloating, breast tenderness, decreased sex drive, depression, fatigue, lumpy breasts, headaches, low blood sugar, increased blood clotting, infertility, irritability, memory loss, which I have really bad, miscarriages, which I've had, osteoporosis, bone loss in younger women, and symptoms of PMS, thyroid problems, foggy thinking, uterine cancer, uterine fibroids, and water retention. Weight gain and vaginal irritation. What the heck? Well, I haven't been taking that this long. I'm going to have to come back and do a part 2. I'm just telling you about what has happened to me almost immediately after a few days of taking this. I've taken it just short of a week now. I have not been able to sleep through the night without getting up to pee every hour for I don't even know how long. Plus I have terrible insomnia. I can't get back to sleep. I can't fall asleep. After just a few days of taking this, I slept completely through the night, only getting up once to pee. How is this even possible? How can this little bit of cream put on make such a night and day difference on my sleep, and on even your thinking is clearer and your energy is better? I can't tell you guys. So for heaven's sakes, if you can, talk to your doctors about this, or your naturopath, and see if they can actually test your progesterone levels. But the tests they're a bit expensive. Here in Canada, they're in the $300 to $400 range to get tested. My naturopath was kind enough to kind of skip that part and just give it to me, because she just knew from all of my symptoms that I needed it, I guess. And I'm really grateful, because I mean, that's a big expense to pay for just testing yourself. Although that test does test your cortisol and things like that. So how does progesterone work? Let's just go through that a little bit. So basically, when we are getting our period, I guess progesterone is another hormone that helps us along with that. I'm certainly by no means have any medical knowledge and whatever, but it can cause side effects. So I'm not saying that, there's no, it's the perfect drug, or there's a perfect thing and there's nothing to it. It can cause stomach upset, changes in appetite, weight gain, fluid retention and swelling, edema, fatigue, acne, drowsiness, or insomnia, but it's not causing insomnia. It can do other things like hives, depression, breast discomfort. So I think if your dosage isn't right, you've got to kind of watch out for some of those things. But the benefits are so crazy that, I don't know, you guys. I'm thinking this is really an important consideration for if you're going through menopause, because when we start hitting menopause, my understanding is the progesterone in perimenopause starts to hit this incredible drop, and it completely changes our makeup. And I can't imagine that there wouldn't be side effects to that major drop. So this is going to help to keep that intact and balance that off a little bit. It has been approved by the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration, and is likely safe for most people. Most people, when used by mouth, applied to the skin, applied into vagina, or injected into the muscle with the advice and care of a healthcare professional. I think I saw this on Sex and the City, actually, the movie. I think she was applying it downstairs, but I wasn't advised to do that with this one. I was told to put it on my arms. So if any of you have tried progesterone topically anywhere, please comment below and let us know what your results have been, what the benefits have been. My biggest miracle to all this is just getting some sleep. I can't even muster 2-3 hours of sleep a night. Just getting some sleep is just the biggest gift in the world. So if it's something I could pass on to you guys that can help. Now, cost-wise, this was, in Canada, this cost about $94 for 3 months. So it's about $30-something a month, which was a small price to pay for the absolute crazy benefits of just being able to sleep through the night. I can't wait to see what else comes with this product, with this medication. And I will come probably and do a part 2 to progesterone in the future after I've had some more time with it. But hey, this is like an emergency video for those of you who need some help in this area, because as soon as I find something, I pass it along. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I covered most things. Sorry, I got fluff in my eye. Whew. I hope I covered most things, and wouldn't that be something if it really, really helped somebody out there? That's why I do these videos. I'm hoping it does. And for all those ladies who are going through perimenopause and menopause out there, you know, goodness sakes, the other lady I can tell you talks a lot about menopause, who you may or may not have heard of on YouTube, is Menopause Barbie, I think her name is, and probably many of you have already looked her up. But she is a gynae, I believe, a gynecologist, and in her 60s, and her whole channel is about menopause. So check her out if you haven't. Menopause Barbie on YouTube, and she has a ton of videos. And I really, thanks you guys for joining me today. It's a different topic, but I hope to keep doing unique things that will help, you know, the kind of beauty and internal benefits that we can have from some healing things that can help us in our beauty on the inside and out. Thanks for joining me on Boomx Beauty Beat, and I hope you liked this video. If you did, please like it and subscribe. We've got lots to talk about. Bye for now.